Video, we are going to be writing and evaluating numerical expressions using the order of operations, otherwise known as PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So here's our first problem. 3 times 6 minus 12 divided by 6. Well, there are no parentheses, there are no exponents, but there are multiplication and division. How do you do multiplication and division? You simply go in order. So we're going to do 3 times 6 first. 3 times 6 is 18. And I'm going to bring down everything else exactly in the same order in which it's written. We still have division, so now I'm going to do the division part. 12 divided by 6 is 2. And now the multiplication and division are out. I'm going to bring down the 18 minus, and we have 18 minus 2, which is clearly 16. So the value for that numerical expression is 16. On to a little bit more challenging problem. Keep in mind, order of operations, you always use PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Here we have 4 to the third power minus half of 7 squared plus 5. Very important why I said of. Of means multiplication. So when I read this, it's 4 to the third power minus half of 7 squared plus 5. So I got to do the parentheses part first. So inside this parentheses box, I'm going to do the 7 squared first. Well, 7 squared means 7 times 7. Well, what is 7 times 7? It's 49. So I have my parenthesis, I have 49, I have plus 5. Outside of it, I have my half, and I still have my 4 cubed minus. So next step, we've kind of also done some of the exponents. We just did that, but we still have this exponent. Well, what is 4 to the third power? That means 4 times 4 times 4. Well, what is 4 times 4 times 4? That is 64, because 4 times 4 is 16. And 16 times 4 is 64. So that gets replaced with 64 minus half of 49 plus 5. Well, 49 plus 5 is 54. So now we have 64 minus half of. Keep in mind, I keep saying of because of means multiplication. So now we have to do the multiplication part. Well, half of 54, that's 27. Okay, the reason why that is 27 is half of 54 is basically the same thing as doing 54 divided by 2. And that's why it's 27, right? So that's half of 54. And then all we have left is the 64 minus. So 64 minus 27. I'll do that off to the side here so you can see me do 64 minus 27. You have to borrow from the 6, make that a 5. 14 minus 7 is 7, and 5 minus 2 makes 3. So the final answer for this one is 37.